Hi, this is Melanie from Hook to the Left, and today we're going to take a look at box number 8 for Darn Good Yarn. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi, welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a fan of all things yarny, crochet-y, and stuff like that, then go ahead and hit that like button down below, as well as hit the subscribe and that little bell so that you're reminded every time I put out a new piece of content. So again, thank you so much for joining me. So today we're going to take a look inside this box. This is box number 8. And it's interesting is I got these at 2 different times, but do you see the difference in the boxes? This actually reminds me of their older boxes, and I don't know if this is a new design. I guess I'll see whenever I get box number 9, right? But this one's a little bit different, and you can even see right here it's a little bit different. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. I noticed that it still has the neat little sayings on the side. Like this one says, "My yarn and I are similar. As it unwinds, I do too," which I've seen that one before, whereas this one says, "Ignite your creative spark." Anyway, the box is not the reason why you're watching this video. You want to see what's inside this box. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, I wanted to tell you to subscribe to this this monthly club, this monthly yarn club. It is $20 a month. Now that is about the same as what you would get. Maybe the Annie's is a little bit higher, but it's about the same that you get with shipping. The Michaels, not the Michaels, the Mary Maxim Crochet Club. One thing you want to keep in mind with the Annie's and the Mary Maxim Crochet Club, those are crochet project clubs. And what they give you is yarn that you may have used before, or maybe not, but it goes with the project, and then you're getting that yarn. This is specifically a yarn club, so the project that's in here is actually secondary to the yarn that you're getting. You usually get a pretty high-end yarn for the Darn Good Yarn boxes, and for the most part, what I've gotten in the past is I've gotten silk, reused silk, and then I've gotten linen. And I can't remember everything else, but I'm just letting you know that this is a high-end yarn, and that is why you get a little bit less yarn for the $20 a month price tag. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this and see what we got in this box. Okay, so let's start off with and I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, with the booklet, and I'm going to push this out of the way a little bit. So it's the yarn of the month. So that should tell you right there. It's the yarn that you're subscribed to, not the project. Okay? Alright, so this month's yarn is a DK weight herbal dyed yarn in rose. And I can see from here it looks like a kind of dark, kind of salmon. And then your mystery gift is a set of sheep buttons, which are super duper cute. I actually bought these extra in my box that I'm keeping. And so I have 2 of these that I'm going to be sending along to my friend Ginger, the Yarn Geek. Alright, and then now I need to be careful with this on the projects. This tells you a little bit more about the yarn and where it comes from. And so here, I don't want to share the patterns because they're not my patterns to share. So this is the first project. Get you down in there a little bit closer. This is the first project, which is the knit project, and it is a cowl, which, little spoiler alert, the crochet project's also going to be a cowl. Oh, and that's interesting. I think this is kind of new. At least I haven't noticed in previous ones, but it tells you the skill level right up there too. So this is an intermediate skill level for a knit pattern. The pattern for the crochet is easy, but it is also, it's like an ear warmer. And you know, you could probably sew those sheep buttons on here as just kind of like a decoration. But so that is a ear warmer pattern, and that skill level is easy. It just tells you a little bit more, like a thank you here, and a little bit more about the different things that you can get and check out over, and how to reach them on the different social platforms. And I will tell you, every time I've reached out to Darn Good Yarn for one reason or another, they have been considerably helpful. And also, if you're signed onto their account, your account on their website, it is super easy to cancel or restart this box subscription. So that is some bonuses. And again, I can't begin to tell you, they are very, very helpful. And they do run some sales from time to time. So keep an eye on their sales, and they do run some sales on their box as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the yarn, which this is a pretty hank here, and it's pretty soft. It's kind of got like a sheen to it. And I'm sorry, I've got a band-aid here. I have a nail that's trying to break off, but it's going into the bed of my skin, so forgive me for that. But this is it's a nice soft yarn. It tells you that is DK weight naturally dyed recycled silk yarn, and the color is rose. It looks more like a salmon to me. And it's funny because that's what my daughter said about this, which I think that's more coral. And I had accidentally called it orange, but anyway. So in the information here, the information on the label here, it is a 3-weight yarn, which it's a little bit roving. So I'd say it runs from a very light 3 all the way up to a pretty heavy 3, almost 4. So, you know, it's almost like a 2 to a 4, but average, it looks like it is about a 3-weight yarn. And I'll show you that here in just a minute. So it recommends between a 3.75 and a 4.5 millimeter needle, or a 4.5 to a 5.5 millimeter hook. And that is US sizing numbers 5 to 7 for the needle, or US sizing numbers 7 to an I9 for the hook. And then it gives you a gauge. For every 4 inches you should get 21 to 24 stitches for knitting, and for every 4 inches you should get every 12 to 17, or for every 4 inches you should get 12 to 17 stitches for a hook. That's if you want to go with that gauge. So, and as you can see, this is a higher end yarn. The MSRP is $17.99 on this particular yarn, and of course you're getting it in your $20 box with the surprise gift tag, the surprise buttons, which I'll show you those here in a moment. It does say hand wash and dry flat. That's what that hand in the wash tub means. I know it doesn't really say dry flat, but assume that you don't want to dry it in the dryer. It is silk. So just keep that in mind. But again, this hank is real nice. It's very pretty. And take a look here closer to the fibers. But you can see here it's pretty thin. And then it gets thicker in parts. So you get a good view on that. So yeah, it's definitely a roving style. Now let's take a look at those buttons that I teased you with. Now these are so cute. And the first time I saw them, they reminded me of Yarn Geek. If you don't know Yarn Geek, go check her out. But she has a logo that looks very similar to this. So that's why I got these for Yarn Geek. I still need to mail them off to her. Ginger, I promise I'm going to mail them eventually. But these are little buttons, and they feel like hardened clay is what they feel like. I don't know. And they're from buttonmad.com or incomparablebuttons.etsy.com. So they do have an Etsy shop. And it says it says giving employment to women in, just to show you, to women in South Africa. Handmade, fully washable buttons. But like I say, I don't know what this is made out of. It doesn't tell me the material, but they feel kind of like clay or terracotta, you know. So just a heads up on that. But that's the buttons that come with it. So with this in mind, I am keeping one hank of this. I'm giving away these buttons, my buttons in my box, and giving them away to Ginger, but I am going to go ahead and give away one of these boxes. So what I want to know is, what would you call this color right here on this book? or even this color, either one. What would you call these colors? That's what I want you to answer me with. In your mind, what would these colors be called? I don't know about rose. That's what they're calling it. They're calling it as rose. So tell me, what is the name of this color? And what is the name of this color? Because they're two different colors. So tell me what those colors are, and then we will draw for this. Okay, so answer down below with what you think these colors are, or what you would name these colors. So I'm looking for this and this. So what would you name those colors? And the drawing for this will be held on the on the 23rd, and I will upload the winner on the 24th of this month. So January, but you have until January 23rd to comment down below and answer. And then you have, and then I will announce the winner on January 24th. So just so you know that this is open to get this box, this is open only to the residents of the United States or Canada. If you are in another country, I will send you a $20 gift card for Amazon in lieu of this package. So it is open internationally. Just know that you will get a gift card if you are international. Also know that it is void where prohibited. There are some countries that do not allow for winnings from the people from the United States. So it is void where prohibited. The rest of the rules and everything will be down below in my description box, so make sure you read those thoroughly before you enter into this particular drawing. Now, one other point I do want to make is all of my giveaways are subscriber appreciation giveaways. So if you're not a subscriber of my channel, you will not win. I do verify before I send anything out, so you do need to be a subscriber of my channel before you can win anything. All right, and with that, without further ado, I do want to remind you about this weekend. So on Saturday at 11 a.m., you can join me live on my channel, of course. I always have a live at 11 a.m. on Saturday. So come join me and let's get to know each other a little bit better. Also, Saturdays at 5 p.m., me and my girls get together, and this weekend I believe we're going to be over at Julie's, but just make sure you subscribe to all of us down below, and we rotate who does the next live, and I believe it is going to be over at Julie's, and we're talking about if you've lost your Crojo after this holiday rush. So join us there. I cannot wait to see you. You guys have an amazing day, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.